Welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. And for the rest of my life, I will never forget what I saw. What I saw. I saw the ultimate effluent progeny, Byakuya Tagami, already dead and beyond recognition. And so, with that little introduction to the video, welcome back. This recording session's going to be a little different. I usually put the videos up. Why is there like... Oh, no, that's right. Okay, it looked kind of weird, but no, that's right. But yeah, last few recording sessions have been where I record one part and then put it up minus part 6 and 7. This time, I'm going to record everything from here on out, because as you can tell, things are changing. And that means that I'm going to need to start remembering what's coming up and what's happened and so on and so forth. Otherwise, if I start doing these 1 hour videos, I will probably forget by next week or something when I would go into the class trial. So I need to remember everything, so I need to do everything tonight. So that's why I'm starting this recording at 10:20 and like 2 likes before 30 likes. So I don't even know if this video is going to be going up on Thursday or Friday yet. It probably will go up on Thursday though, because I know you all keep liking them and I keep putting them up daily. So that's it. Also, as a thing to remember, Saturday, because I'm not going to remember this, I will probably put video warnings at the very beginning of the parts coming up. But as a warning, like this 50 times on Saturday and you will get a Sunday video. So, yeah. Now, with that out of the way, let's continue on.
Why is Byakuya? No.
I'm glad I'm not saying that. I just stood there, horrified, as showers of screams rang out behind me. As I gazed quietly at the body of my former friend. Which, actually, in this case, could be said quite truly, especially since I was given... Look at this. If you remember correctly, I went to Tagami on every single thing, every single day at any time of free time, and I got as many shards as I could, yet I still am missing 1. So I do have to pull bullcrap as of right now that I didn't get to learn the final detail of Tagami because they didn't give it to me at the end. But we'll just have to see what comes up. I can always go back to a chapter, as you have seen in some videos where chapter select. I can go back to chapters and do it that way, but I prefer doing it as story progression. So
Why?
What is this?
I couldn't do that voice better myself. They're doing it all for me.
Hey!
It also took me a day to realize Tagami was dead, because it was like I didn't see it coming, but at the same time, with how he was being so like wanting no one to die, if someone were to die while he was still alive, he would have probably gone into a deep depression or something along those lines. So it kind of makes sense that he actually died first. Sad to say. It's impossible!
Are you kidding
Don't mess with me! This must be some kind of mistake, dog! This can't be real blood, right? It's gotta be something like jam or sauce. It is pink after all. Also, turn that camera a little bit. 'Cause if not, this...
What the hell?
Where's that bell? Didn't you say if more than 3 people... It's in the rules. It is in the rules. Let me see. Yes, the body discovery announcement will play as soon as 3 or more people discover a body for the first time. Where's that announcement? Or you say, ha ha ha, since everybody is here already, I don't need to make a body discovery announcement. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Good gracious, things quickly took a turn for the worse. My, now this is quite interesting. On this tropical paradise known as Jabberwock Island, the very first murder has finally took place. Murder?
Could it be?
Hold on. Does this mean... Of course! Byakuya was killed by one of you. What? If you look at the body, you can instantly tell he was obviously murdered. Look, he has such a horrible expression on his face, don't you think? A face filled with regret that his life was ended by force, all thanks to someone else's selfish desires. To have a dying face such as this. If this isn't murder, then what the heck could it be? Byakuya was most likely sacrificed by someone who really wanted to leave this island. Lies. It's all lies. You're lying that he was murdered. Murdered. The moment I screamed that word, a thick, muddy feeling of despair swelled within my body, which means that I've accepted the fact that Byakuya was murdered.
What is this? Could it be?
Is that really Byakuya? I can already tell where this may be going. And I really don't think Pico did it.
Why?
Why? Why did this happen? Why Byakuya? Although Chiaki wasn't here either. There's a few suspects, but at the same time, we need to gather some clues and stuff before we can realize who it is.
Phew.
I see! Fuyuhiko is the only one who isn't here!
What are you gonna do?
So, in the spirit of keeping everyone on the same page, how about we do this the usual way? There it is. Took him long enough.
A body has been discovered!
Man, he sure moves quick. It's not like it's a pre-recorded message or anything.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Class trial? Let me make this clear right now. I find it funny how Monokuma is actually standing here while throughout the entire first game you didn't even get to see Monokuma's standing portrait until like the last chapter. So I kind of find that funny that they actually put him in the room for once on chapter 1.
Hey,
I've already explained this to you, right? If one of you gets murdered, the rest of you have to debate who you think is the blackened. You're telling us to figure out who the killer is? Is this like some kind of game of Guess Who? But with real murders?
Correct.
That's right! From this point on, you guys must investigate and uncover the blackened culprit!
That's impossible.
It can't be! Someone actually killed! There's no way! If you make an outburst like that, you'll end up being a suspect!
That's...
I won't believe it! One of us killed Byakuya! There's no way something like as hopeless as that would ever happen!
No.
If you're actually thinking that way, it means you guys are already being conned by the killer! Come on! Let's hurry up and begin! An impassioned, life-risking battle between you guys and the Blackened. And it's already started! It started the moment one of you plotted to kill someone. Hey! What are you saying?
You can't.
Everyone, please! You should not believe what Monokuma says! No matter how much you interfere, there is only ever one truth.
On my grandfather's...
Name! Why did you say on my grandfather's and then just stopped? You have a grandpa?
On my grandfather's...
Grave? Grave? Your grandpa is dead? What happened to him?
On my grandfather's...
Plane?
Emergency.
What happened to your grandpa? Did his plane crash?
This is kind of depressing.
I don't really even know where to begin. At this rate, I'm gonna run out of things to say.
You ain't my comedy partner anymore.
Wow, that's rude.
It hurts so much when you hit me with a charging corkscrew attack.
I feel like I'm watching a puppet show whenever this sort of stuff happens, because it's like, after she gets hit, it's like, ow! It hurts so much when you do a corkscrew attack, when most people would never act like that. Did you see that? This stunning display of power? Defy your big brother and I will show you no mercy! I will harden my heart and teach you a lesson you won't soon forget! Whoa! Jeez, you freaking punched her so much that blood came out of her! And I didn't even know that was a thing! With a robot! If only I had my magic stick, I'd be able to fight back against Monokuma. Speaking of that... Wow, you haven't pooped at all. That's kind of amazing, actually.
Fine.
Yeah, whatever. Let me blow a frickin' flower out of my armpit. Let's just leave the whiny rabbit loser alone and get on with the investigation. Now then, in the spirit of lovey-doubt and dovey deception, put your heart and soul into investigating.
Yoo-hoo!
I wish you the best of luck. Where's my Monokuma report? And with that, Monokuma vanished, leaving those of us who were grief-stricken alone with our despair.
What is this?
What does this mean? I don't understand this at all! A search for Byakuya's killer. Why did it turn out like this?
What's going on?
Ugh! Give me a break! Why do I have to be involved in this horrible situation? You can't doubt each other, 'cause you're all friends. Jeez, you're really pushing that. I mean, this is why I can't tell if you're really on my side or not, because you're really pushing that friend thing, and so it makes me wonder what your reaction's going to be whenever you find out that one of them actually is the killer, because it's like,
Understand?
but Mr. Ham Hands really did get killed, right? And if we don't find out who the killer is, we're all gonna get killed, right?
Please wait.
That being said, I cannot abide by this. Now that I finally made friends, there's no way I can doubt them.
So,
Seriously? Did you even listen to what I said? It doesn't matter if you can abide by this or not. We gotta do this to survive, right? Then we have no choice but to do it.
I won't forgive you.
No! Friends doubting friends is a major no-no.
Shut up! Shut up!
Ah! Shut up! Just go away already, you useless piece of trash! That was kind of uncalled for. I mean, I know she's doing the whole friend thing a little too much, but calling her a useless piece of trash when she's just trying to brighten up everyone's spirits.
Ooh,
La la la! Threats are scary! Do we really have to do it?
but
No, I don't want to do something like that.
no.
I don't want to do it either! It sounds so scary! However, it is just like as Hiyoko said, if we're going to get killed for not doing it, then we must do it. But still, I can't believe one of us killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe it. There's no way! So, for that reason,
Yep.
I'll do it! He wants to find out who the killer is to avenge Tagami, I can see. I'll investigate Byakuya's death. I will do my best to prove there is no killer among us. There's no need to deceive or doubt each other. What we need to fight is not ourselves,
There's no mistake.
but that which is trying to crush us. This despair! This hopeless reality. That's the real enemy we need to fight. If I'm going to survive this, then I have to fight it. Before you start, can I say something? Go on.
Well,
In closed circle detective games, the player usually has to decide on who's going to guard the crime scene. Oh, right. I'm glad you've played some mystery games yourself, Chiaki. So, what should we do? Well, if it's like the last game, we should put 2 people on guard so that one person doesn't mess... If that one person that was only guarding was guarding this crime scene, they don't mess with the crime scene. So, 2 people on guard duty, please. I vote for Mr. Manager and the crazy pig of an athlete.
I know.
Oh yeah! It would be bad if the killer destroyed the evidence and got away with it. Destroyed the evidence?
Pointing.
Look over there! That big, bulky, brawny guy is perfect for the guard job. I agree. Sorry, man. You're really good at, like, you would scare away the person that would... You would really scare away the person that would do that. I'm pretty sure. I stand corrected. Did he just run to his cottage to finally take that crap that he's been holding since yesterday? What the heck? What happened?
Man.
That guy has a sensitive heart despite his looks. Ah, that is true. Didn't even think about that. Now I feel bad. Is that what that means?
Hey,
I can be the one who watches the crime scene. I don't have enough confidence to investigate the body, and it's not like I have the brains either. I'll just stay by Byakuya's side. That's the least I can do. That's what guard duty is, right? For saying that much, and how you've been acting in the game so far, such as calling everyone worthless and stuff, I guess someone would change attitudes if someone were to find someone dead in the freaking corner. Mahiru. I'll do my best. I'll do my very best to not get in your way.
Yes.
I have medical training, so if not too much trouble, I can perform an autopsy. Please. Wow, that's right, you're the nurse. I completely forgot about that. Since you've done so much erotic stuff already in this game. So you're going to stay as well? Is that okay? And what, specifically, should we be doing now? I have no idea. It's pretty obvious, without an eye. We're all just amateurs. Going through each grain of sand on a beach just to find a clue would be a waste of time. The only ones who can do that are the police. There's no way amateurs like us would be able to do that.
Hey,
So, let's first rely on our intuition. We'll start from there and prove that none of us could have killed Byakuya. But to perform an autopsy on your friend? How cruel! Actually, not really, considering an autopsy report, it will help solve cases and avenge their death, so I wouldn't really call that cruel. I mean, seen enough autopsy reports in, well, the first game, obviously, but also in Phoenix Wright. But I have no choice, right? There's no way I could do something like decline, right?
I won't believe. I won't believe
it. Byakuya got killed. I don't believe that at all. Fine. I'm in.
You are right.
If we are to survive, this is our only path.
This is the worst.
Something like this is the only thing we can do in order to stay alive. Finding out who the killer is. That's our only hope for survival. Something like this is hope? Even so, I still gotta do it. Were you thinking, Hajime? Were you thinking to yourself just now? Because when you just say what you just said, that doesn't correlate at all. Alright, investigation mode. Or not. Ta-da! You thought it was time for investigation, but...
It's the Monokuma file!
There it is.
Hey, hey!
Just as I thought. You amateurs need this, right? What the hell is a Monokuma file? A Monokuma file is stuff that tells us how the body was killed. In point, it kind of is like an autopsy report, although I don't know if it's going to be as thorough as Miss Nurse up here, but...
I don't like this.
Jeez, explaining the rules all the time really breaks my bones! Explaining stuff in Animal Crossing videos whenever I first posted them and people keep asking the same question over and over is really going to broke my bones too.
Why you?
Well, it's not like I have any bones in the first place. Like, don't even make me say such lame jokes. Oh, shut up.
Allow me to explain.
Let's see. The Monokuma file contains precise and detailed information regarding the dead body.
What?
I brought it to you so you guys can smoothly proceed with the investigation. I'm such a nice bear. I'm so nice. I want to be known as the Mother Teresa of the mascot world. Nice, you say? You're just a selfish meanie.
What's this?
My. Monomi the meaningless mascot. You're still here.
You stupid brother!
Don't put me in the meaningless mascot genre.
Damn it!
Come on, let's go. Your turn is already up. Hurry up and get the hell out of here with me. Ouchie! Don't pull my ears. They're gonna come off. They're finally gone. The Monokuma file, huh? Anyway, I guess I should look it over just in case. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall of the old building near the Hotel Mirai. The estimated time of death is 11:30 p.m. The victim was repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat, abdominal region, resulting in death. Yep, right there I can see, I think. Aside from that, the body has no other external injuries, and no chemicals such as poison were detected. So, Byakuya is really dead. Damn it! You promised there wouldn't be one victim. Why'd you end up being one? And now, I'll never know what you were going to say to me. Yeah, in more ways than one. No way to see what he was gonna say to me at the final step of friendship, and no way what he was gonna say to him, like, in story-wise.
I cannot talk to others about my past, and I won't be making this voice probably for too much longer. I suspect my skeptical nature is partly to blame after all. I mean, I was taking all the weapons and stuff. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. It was inevitable that I would end up this way. Dead. On the floor.
In the end, what did he even mean? Could it be? Even so, if there really is a traitor, isn't that gosh darn awful? Pretending to be your ally and tricking you guys. It can't be helped if someone like that gets killed, right? A traitor? No way. Just because he said a lot of serious things. Wait. Just because he said a lot of serious things. Yeah, there was supposed to be an A there. It doesn't mean he was the traitor. What am I thinking? Chain the brain. The truth bullet. Anyway, we need to carefully examine everything. That's right. I need to do it. If we're gonna survive this, we need to do it. I have to prepare myself for the worst. Now it's investigation time. Well, first, this right here kinda... Whenever I was watching the cutscene, I noticed it was open, so this kinda is suspicious to me. Ah, this is the metal case Byakuya had with him. I believe he said it was made of duralumin. Last time I saw it, it was closed, but... What? Is that a taser? Was I right? He was gonna tase someone if they, if something bad happened. There are a lot of things inside this... odd things inside this case. Like a nightstick and pepper spray. What is this? A hard plastic case. But it's just the case. The inside is empty. I wonder what was inside. But the one thing that really catches my attention is... I saw that too. This small key. It must be the key to the other duraluminum case. That other case was in the office, and all of the collected dangerous items were inside of it. If the key to that duraluminum case is right here, then it's unlikely that the murder weapon used to kill Byakuya was taken from that case. Which means the weapons inside the duralumin case aren't related to Byakuya's murder. Even so, I still don't quite get it. Why did Byakuya have this duraluminum case in the first place? Like I said, nightstick's not gonna kill someone, pepper spray's not gonna kill someone, and the key's here so everyone's the dangerous items aren't around. He wanted to try to, like, at least what I'm been gathering since before he was killed, he wanted to keep something protective in case someone wanted to murder someone, and whether that was like beat the crap out of him with a nightstick and knock him out or what. A case packed with all this security equipment? Maybe he was being extra cautious just in case. No, that can't be right. That's way too overboard. I wouldn't... I wouldn't say that's way too overboard. I mean, taking knives from a kitchen that has to do with cooking and stuff, like all the knives, that was a little overboard, but he was killed with a knife too, I noticed that. Could he have known something was going to happen beforehand? And because of that, he went to all this trouble to be extra careful. Got a truth bullet contained. We'll add it into the bullet chamber. Duraluminum case. Let's see. Whoa! Why is there... It seems like there's a lot more in here than before. Okay. I want to check that under the table. Under this very table, Byakuya was... with his hand still there. His sausage hand. First, I should investigate the top of the table. Though the only thing on the top of the table that really catches my eye is this desk lamp. It looks like an antique lamp, and it seems rather heavy. The power cord was connected to the outlet, so it would have been useless during the blackout. Other than that, there's nothing else on the table that really stands out to me, so... Now's not the time for me to flinch. I gotta do it! Oh no. I gotta do it! I let out a shout as if to encourage myself and quickly looked up beneath the table. I love how the music stopped right then and there. That was like perfect. Immediately, I noticed an unexplainable smell, like rusted iron, hanging in the air. Enduring that stinging pain in the back of my eyes, I slowly shifted my gaze towards Byakuya's body. Byakuya Tigami, the ultimate affluent progeny. He was the kind of guy who said a lot of hurtful things, but he tried his best to lead everyone. Why? Why did he have to end up like this? Why couldn't he have ended up like this in the first game? Because everyone hated him. Now he was actually starting to be nice and trusting. Well, maybe not trusting, but he was trying to lead everyone and not let anyone get killed. But to end up like this, the only thing I can do right now, for Byakuya's sake, is to uncover the truth behind this death! His death! Not this death, his death. What's that? Something stuck to the back of the table. Is this duct tape? There seems to be paint applied to the non-sticky side of the duct tape. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? And then what do we got here? We got a knife. That's what I was actually looking at during that thing too. A bloody knife. Is this the weapon that killed Byakuya? Hold on. Hold it! How did the killer bring this knife to the dining hall in the first place? Byakuya thoroughly patted down everyone and thoroughly inspected every corner of this old building. And all the confiscated dangerous items were supposed to be placed in the duraluminum case. It's possible they stole this knife from the case. Or they hid it somewhere hard to find. The bathroom? Also, there's one more thing about this knife that's strange. There's some kind of glowing paint that's been applied to the hilt. In the dim light beneath the table, it seems to glow dully. Could this be glowing paint? Got another truth bullet to add to my, my magazine. Or I should go... Alright. Let's see. Night vision goggles. What's this? It looks like binoculars, but... why is there a pair of binoculars under the table? I have never heard of anyone having a headband with binoculars.
Hey,
Hajime, those aren't binoculars. Eh? Then what are they?
perhaps...
Those are probably night vision goggles. Night vision goggles? I've seen them at the supermarket on this island. They also stock self-defense kits too. I noticed that, like body armor and stuff? Holy crap. If that's the case, did the killer use these night vision goggles to kill Byakuya during the blackout? Put another bullet in my magazine. Alright. Let's see. Let's look at the blood stain. The blood flowing from Byakuya's body formed a huge pool under the table. That's a lot of blood. There's blood splattered everywhere. Even the inner side of the tablecloth is covered in blood. The blood might have splattered all over the place when he got stabbed. But there don't seem to be any drag marks leading from the blood pool. So he was stabbed under the table, it seems like, because, yeah, there should be drag marks. Well, not too much more to investigate except Byakuya himself. The body is collapsed face down under the table, as if he was in the middle of attempting something. It looks like he was. According to the Monokuma file, he was repeatedly stabbed between the throat and abdominal area. Repeatedly stabbed. Would one of us really do something so horrible? I'm pretty sure I've investigated as much under the table as possible. Despite the fact that it's just me, I think I'm working pretty hard. Even if it's just a little, I'm sure we're getting close to the truth behind Byakuya's death. Okay, nurse, you got anything to say? Thanks for screaming in my face. I must investigate my classmate's body. Yes, I'm the one who has medical knowledge. That's why I need to do it. To do it somehow. Before you start, why don't you calm down a little bit? I mean, your eyes are even looking kind of crazy. You're right. I need to calm down first. I'm careless enough as it is. That's pretty obvious from how you fell earlier. I'm terribly sorry about that, for showing you something so unsightly. Yeah, you made me remember it again. Oh, jeez, did you really have to show it to me again? I made such a fool of myself in front of everyone. Forget making a fool of yourself. How in the world did you even end up like that? Well, I got startled by the blackout, slipped on the carpet, and once I was struggling to get back up... Yeah! Please erase it from your memory! Even if you ask me, I won't be able to forget it so easily. Especially when you show me a picture of it again. Sorry. And not sorry because you showed me a picture of it again. I can't stand it. Seriously? Seriously, this is a truth bullet? This is the thing? I'm embarrassed to load it up in my gun. Let's take a freaking look at the AC remote controller. A remote controller, or a remote controlled air conditioner. Air conditioner? Could it be?
Hey, all of you, why can't you act a little more grown up? What was that sound just now?
Click. This air conditioner is probably the only machine inside this room. And the air conditioner is remote control. The timer is set to 11:30 p.m. I'm pretty sure Byakuya's time of death was around the same time. Well, yeah, it was. Didn't you get the Monokuma file? It says estimated time of death is 11:30, so yeah. If so, that means that mechanical sound before the blackout, it probably came from the air conditioner. My flashes of inspiration aren't as bad as I thought. Truth bullet obtained. AC timer has been added. Alright. Let's see, what else?
Ooh, look at the food. I'm hungry.
Such a huge table. There's nothing much out of the ordinary. Even Hajime has to say it. There's a lot of fancy looking party dishes. In the end, nobody really ate that much. I can't imagine these are all related to the incident. But we're still gonna look at them. There's a lot of tasty looking party dishes here. I wonder if anyone would mind... Nah. In the end, nobody really ate that much. I can't really blah 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 blah. What about the... You got anything to say about this that's different? Why are the windows covered with iron plates? Does it have something to do with the renovation project? No. Worrying about that is a waste of time. It doesn't have anything to do with Byakuya's death anyway. Monokuma contacts us through these monitors. I really want to break it, but who knows what would happen if I did that. Guess I gotta leave it alone. Okay, and one more thing to investigate before we start talking to everyone else. Wherever I go, there are surveillance cameras all over the place. Whoever's controlling Monokuma must be monitoring the cameras too. Pisses me off to think I'm being watched by a lunatic. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's start with you.
Oh, hellhound earring! Answer my call!
Impossible.
Is this effort futile as well?
Hey, are you still looking for the earring you dropped?
You!
It is not a mere earring. It is the Hellhound earring. Long ago, in a faraway land, a beast known as the Hellhound was feared by all, even by he who summoned it.
Well, this is certainly random and nothing to do with the case whatsoever.
The Hellhound tore its way through innumerable battlefields, its fangs glistening with blood, and his drenched, blood-red fur would dry in the howling winds of loneliness. When I finally tamed that diabolic beast, I received an earring to commemorate that event. The Hellhound Earring! So that I may never forget the night I battled that fearsome Pomeranian, I wear that earring at all times.
Was that really about a friggin' Pomeranian? Sounds like what I would say. I understand it's important to you, but for now we need to investigate.
I won't let you!
Where is it? Where did it disappear to?
Maybe it fell underneath the floor? The carpet didn't cover the whole floor. It might have fallen through the gaps between the exposed floorboards.
So that's what transpired. Such a clever little bauble.
The hell's a bauble?
Gundam laughed.
Gundam laughed uproariously as he... I've never even heard, or I've never even seen uproariously or heard that word before, but I obviously know what it means. As he walked toward the wall and pressed his head against the gaps in the floor. Ah, jeez. And peered beneath the floorboards.
I can see it!
Ah, there it is. I've found it. Truly, that is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit.
I see. Good for you?
Let me ask.
However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Then maybe you should just give up? That's not what a hero would say.
What?
Give up what? The world?
I meant give up the earring.
You!
Fool, have you not realized yet? The world will come to an end if the human race were to lose that earring. You humans are so satisfied with clothing yourselves in layers of false knowledge.
If you flinch, you will die!
But even with those layers, you will still not survive the winter.
Why am I being scolded? For what exactly?
Fine.
It was foolish of me to rely on you fools. Fine, I shall do something about it on my own. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go save the world.
He wants that earring back by any means necessary. His determination is truly inspiring, even if it's just for an earring. But it'd be nice if he actually helped me with the investigation instead. Well, maybe he did with this truth bullet. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, I do not know, but next up is Mahiru, not Mahiro. Mahiru, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
Is that what you expected me to say? Because I feel terrible! 1 minute Byakuya is alive and well, and in an instant something awful suddenly happens. Funny thing is that she didn't even like him at first, too. Then again, I didn't like him in the first game. Of course I'm not fine.
Why?
Not only that, but whoever killed him is one of us, right? That hasn't been determined yet. It's already been determined. You've already accepted it, haven't you?
This is the worst.
That we have to find out who that killer is. Find out which friend killed our friend. I don't like it either, but we won't survive if we don't go through with it. It's not just for yourself. We have to do it to protect us all. If I had only acted calmer during the blackout, Byakuya might still be alive.
This is the worst.
This whole thing would have never happened. Stop blaming yourself. Nothing good will come of it. Jeez! I'm not supposed to be acting worthless. You are! And yet you are acting all high and mighty. Getting cheered up by a boy isn't like me at all.
Got it?
Hey, Hajime! Don't forget about what I said, got it? Yeah, that's fine. I got it? Anyway, I won't dwell on it for now. I can't become a burden to everyone. Plus, there might be a clue that only I have access to.
A clue?
Hey,
Did someone scream a clue? A blue clue?
Oh wait, I didn't press... Photos. The one I took just before the blackout, remember? Hey! Byakuya! Everyone, come on! I'm gonna take a picture! Alright, say cheese! Oh yeah, the pictures. Wanna see them? I have a digital camera so I can show them to you right now. Really? Please! Let's see. It's this photo. And this one? Nurse is kind of acting a little, like, a little more mean looking than what she usually is. I took these two photos right before the blackout, but... Huh? Is something wrong? I didn't realize it, but until just now, but right before the blackout, Byakuya was... standing in a totally different place from where we found him. That is true, now that you say that. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that right away because he could have been scrambling throughout the room or something at the time. I mean, we did hear him go say something. I even pointed it out. Wasn't his body under that table with the lamp on top of it? The one underneath the monitor. Prior to that, Byakuya was standing along the wall farthest away from the table. You're right. That is pretty far. There's something. Everyone's standing position before the blackout might be a huge clue. Hey, can you approximate everybody's standing position from these photos? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be hard to understand from the photos alone, so it might be better for me to plot it out. Yeah, that's true. But would that actually provide a clue? It might provide a clue. I don't know yet, but I feel like it could.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Then leave it to me. That's pretty much the only job I can do anyway. Thank you. Alright, now that that's decided,
You better do your best.
you better work hard on your investigation too. How much longer are you planning to stand around?
Do you understand?
Do you understand what's going on? You gotta find out how Byakuya died. Yeah, I know, but... It's good she's all fired up now, but... She's a totally different person now than when she was feeling down. That's what I'm saying! She's at first, whenever she's like this, she's like pretty much calling everyone worthless. However, whenever she was like, before this, she was making herself feel worthless, so... Totally different personalities there. Alright, Nagito.
Hey,
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to run by you. Before the blackout occurred, Byakuya was in the dining hall with the rest of us, right? Yeah, that's right. And if Byakuya's dead body was discovered after the blackout, then don't you think he died during the blackout? Well, now that you mentioned it. But why was Byakuya's body under a table? Even if the killer tried to hide him, it's not like he would have stayed hidden forever. Isn't it confusing? You're absolutely right. It seems finding out what exactly happened during the blackout is key to solving the mystery. There's no way I'd know. It was so dark during the blackout I couldn't see a thing.
that's not it.
Although if seeing was impossible, then there's a possibility someone might have heard something. Yeah, we could only hear people. I mean, I, again, didn't hear... I heard, Tagami, before he died, actually, too. Heard something? Are you talking about... her? Now then, where else should I investigate?
Hajime,
Ah, Hajime, a moment? I just talked to you a minute ago, or a second ago, but do you have another moment? What is it?
hey,
When we're finished with this investigation here, would you like to hear what everyone has to say together? If I go by myself, some people might not talk to me out of caution. Well, we've been told that one of us is a killer. It can't be helped if everyone's on edge right now. But why me? You're easy to talk to, and I feel like you have a scent similar to mine. Well, you are the total luckster here, and I say that meaning you are sort of a resemblance to Makoto. We both harbor special feelings towards Hope's Peak Academy, isn't that right? Well, yeah, but... Fine. If we're going together, let's get on with it. There's no time for idle chit-chat.
thanks.
I'm glad. It'll be a great help. Special feelings, huh? Even so, what he said about us being similar, I don't think I agree with it, actually.
Now then,
I guess for now, we should search the inside of this old building and listen to what the others have to say. Not just the dining hall. I think we should consider this whole building the scene of the crime. After all, the blackout that took place at the time would have happened throughout this entire building. Yeah, you're right. I know where we should go! Outside. There's no way I can leave this old building yet. I should keep looking around. Fine, Nagito. Or fine, Hajime. I can't look at that. Look at the freaking painting. It's beaten up. This bathroom. This toilet. Not this bathroom, this toilet. Huh? It's locked. Someone appears to be inside. Since it's a unisex bathroom, I don't know who's actually in there.
hey!
Hey! Is someone in there? We knocked on the door and tried calling out to whoever was on the other side, but... There's no response. This is going nowhere. I think we should just freaking bust down the door. I guess we should give up for now and check on it later. Yeah, you're right. Oh, freaking... Giving up so quickly? Bust down the freaking door! Someone's been in there this entire time, and they could have came out during that freaking blackout. And then hid back in there. There's something I want to ask you. What is it?
It is strange, no?
It appears that only that wall is a different color and material. Why is that?
Perhaps.
Oh, it's probably a fire door. Fire door? You've never seen one before? It's a door that shuts to keep fire from spreading by containing it. If that happens, you can run away, right?
Wow.
I see! It is like a barrier! Just like lining up a plastic bottles around the house!
Huh?
That's only to keep the cats from getting in, actually. You know about keeping cats from getting inside, but you don't know about fire doors?
I am ashamed.
Truly, I am culturally ignorant. I am ashamed of myself. Fire door has been added to Truth Bullets. Alright, so... Getting lots more bullets, getting lots more bullets. Actually, before we go that way, I do want to investigate this. Investigate this and see about something. That case right there.
Hajime.
The old building's circuit breaker should be inside this office. Circuit breaker, huh? It might be related to the blackout. So, it's better if we check out the circuit breaker first. No! I don't want to check out the circuit breaker first. I want to check out the duraluminum case. This duraluminum case. It should contain all types of dangerous items Byakuya collected.
Hey,
Maybe we should check inside, just to be safe. But it's locked. Well then get the key out of the other case there, Hajime!
yep.
Byakuya had the key to this particular duraluminum case with him. Check it out. I brought it with me, so there's no need to worry. Okay, good. Hey, is it okay to take that key without permission? Permission by who? The dead?
Now.
It's forbidden to tamper with the crime scene, but if we don't, we can't check inside this case, right? So I should open it. This guy, he doesn't feel any remorse whatsoever. Kind of reminds me of Mei a little bit, actually. Except he's more pessimistic.
See?
See? It's open. Forks, kitchen knives, iron skewers, and various tools are crammed inside. But it's not possible that the killer took anything from here, because the key to this case was inside the case Byakuya had with him. I guess you're right. So, I guess that isn't a clue at all, okay. Well, I just wanted to check it out. Had the key, after all. That must be this old building's circuit breaker. The blackout probably happened because of this.
I see.
It doesn't look like someone did anything to it. Nothing else looks suspicious either. The circuit breaker is pretty high up. Even if you use a stepladder, you won't reach it. Ah, the good old stepladder trick. If Phoenix were here and someone called it a ladder, he would definitely say you could just use a stepladder. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why it's so mysterious. Well, during the blackout, I was panicking so bad I forgot about that, but you're right. Even with the stepladder, there's no way you'd be able to reach that circuit breaker. Which means someone must have reset the breaker after the blackout. But who? I did! Why? It's here!
Actually,
You idiots had no idea what to do about the blackout, So I'm the one who reset the circuit breaker.
By the way,
Ah, by the way, I'm not the one who tripped the breaker. The killer did that, of course. But how did someone as small as you reset the breaker?
hey,
Well, firstly, my eyes work real good at night, so I have no trouble seeing in the dark. And if you really want to know how I reached the circuit breaker, my body stretches. You know, I'm very elastic.
I won't be fooled.
Liar!
it's true.
I'm serious. Wanna see? Wanna see a version of Monokuma with his body all stretched out? It's gross. It's grotesque. No thanks. Just imagining it makes me want to puke. Oh, really? Such a shame.
So cool.
Still, don't you think Monokuma's such a nice guy? In a popularity contest, he'd take first place.
I see.
What the hell? So, he's the one who reset the breaker. Well, in that case, I'm convinced there's no way we'd be able to reach that. If that's the case, how did the killer trip the circuit breaker? Threw something at it, obviously. The earring? You don't suppose he threw the earring and used the night vision goggles to see in there or something? They didn't trip it or set it to be tripped. Okay, what else is in here? Huh. This remote control is for the office air's conditioner. Huh? The timer here is set to 11:32. Not 11:32, 11:30 TOO. Wasn't the timer for the air conditioner in the dining hall also set for that time? Oh, so he could have broke the circuit by... He or she could have broke the circuit via setting both timers to 11:30 and maybe causing a short circuit or something. It can't be a coincidence, right? Update the truth bullet, or actually... There we go. Alright. So, Pico. I can already tell. You doubt me, correct? Yeah, with that laugh you just did. Huh? However, it does not surprise me. An unexpected blackout occurred, and during that time, Byakuya was killed.
Anyway,
The circuit breaker is in this office. Naturally, I look suspicious since I was supposed to be in here.
Wait.
Supposed to be here? Does that mean?
I see.
So I was right. You weren't in the office. But why? Weren't you supposed to guard the circuit breaker and the duralumin case with all the weapons inside it? So where'd you run off to on your own? Well, that is... No. No! No, don't make another bathroom joke, please. Pico suddenly dropped to one knee and started groaning on the spot. What happened? No, I am just not feeling too well. I apologize, but... excuse me.
What the heck?
Excuse me? What was that?
Hey,
Pico, it appears the bathroom inside the old building is currently occupied, so I recommend either the hotel lobby or your cottage. Huh? It seems like it will be a tough path. Bathroom joke after bathroom joke. With cold sweat dripping from her forehead, Pico wobbled out of the office. What happened to her? It's kind of hard for me to say it myself. I already feel bad enough for Pico as it is. What does that mean? I mean, is it cool? She didn't, like, run away or something. Cause if she ran away, she's obviously the killer. I'm almost positive. Is that really what it is? Come on, say it. Say it. Hey, where'd Pico go? She looked pretty pale.
Wow.
If she made it, then I'm sure she's fine. Beyond that, it'd be improper for me to say. Come on! Just say it. We all know it's frickin' bathroom crap joke. Or throw up, or food poisoning, or something. Huh? Or is she pregnant? No, that can't be the case. She's in high school. Come on.
Maybe.
Hey, isn't Pico the killer? Why do you think that?
I mean.
Well, she wandered off somewhere, even though she was supposed to be in the office. When we were looking for Byakuya after the blackout, I went to the office right away, but when I got here, she was gone.
Well.
I shouldn't say this too loudly, or else Miss Sonia will yell at me, but Pico's probably the one who tripped the circuit breaker and used the blackout to her advantage to kill Byakuya.
Hey.
And don't you think she looks kind of ruthless too? Like an assassin, right? Well, it's not like you look any better with those sharp teeth.
Now then.
That kind of makes him suspicious, actually, pointing fingers so suddenly. Now then, I guess we're done with the office, don't you think so? We should get going. Alright, sounds good to me. Cool.